objects would be better. What is up, YouTube? It is I, HPJ here. Funny enough, this is gonna be a Rush Duel deck profile. It's not gonna be like anything new added to it or big or spectacular. In the background, for the first time in like a very big portion of time, I have background music for my Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush, for my any of my content. That isn't like my. What do I do with content? I should know this. I'm the content creator. Okay. Outside of my podcast and maybe a couple of here or there discussion videos, I have some music to go with the ambiance. That's right, ambiance. I'm giving you some ambiance. I said I would like this one. I'm so sorry. I'm so picky. Here, let me just like find something. Actually, you know what? I want some cozy winter music. There we go. It's a little too cozy. Okay, here's cozy autumn music. There we go. Anyway, we're here for the Harpie Rush Duel deck profile. I'm just gonna state this now. I don't have any new cards. I'm just going off of what I built a couple of weeks ago and just enjoying the wind that follows. However, I do want to include some ideas. Basically, a channel I want you guys to go look at if you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel and you want some ideas or inspirations for your decks. There is one YouTuber I want to highly suggest because I watch this YouTuber's content when they make Yu-Gi-Oh! Content for Rush Duel. And they also have some other content as well for a couple of video games they play too. But we'll get to that later. Right now, let's get into the deck profile because I'm sure that's what you guys wanted to see. Which, like I said, it's not really anything different than what I've already showcased on the channel. So, starting off with the monsters, I'm running 3 copies of Harpie Lady. I'm running 3 copies of Harpie Lady 3. Then I'm running Harpie Lady 2, Harpie Lady 1, Harpie Lady Pet Master. Then I'm running 3 copies of Harpie Lady Sisters. Middle, and that's followed by 2 copies of Harpie Regina, 2 copies of Harpie Celio, 2 copies of Harpie Kara, 2 copies of Harpie Belle, and 1 copy of Rise of the Storm Monarch. From there are my spell cards. I'm running 3 copies of Cyber Shield, Harpie's Full Dress. I mean, it technically is Cyber Shield. It's not purple. It's golden. 2 copies of Elegant Egotist, 2 copies of Triangle Ecstasy Spark, 2 copies of Excel Wind, 2 copies of Ghost Cyclone, and then 1 copy of Graceful Charity as my Legends card. For my Chops, 3 copies of Splendid Slash, 2 Harpie's Feather Tempest, 1 Hysteric Party, and 1 Icarus Attack. And that's literally all my main deck cards. We're now going to go into my extra deck. Which at this point, I guess it is technically now an extra deck because Ritual Monsters are not in the extra deck. But no, I don't have any Ritual Monsters. I thought that'd be really cool to see Harpies get Ritual Monsters. We probably get a Ritual version of Harpie's Pet Dragon just to mess around with. Spells and traps to support searching for the spell or trap that gets the ritual stuff, and then go from there. For the extra deck, we have 3 copies of Harpie Lady Sisters, the Triangle Beauty, 3 copies of Harpie Lady Feather Duster, so I say Feather Storm, 2 copies of Harpie Lady 2 and 3, 1 copy of Harpie Lady 3 and 1 copy of Harpie Lady 1, 2, 3, 2 copies of Harpie. Move this over. There we go. Let me start this right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you guys are getting all of this because look. This is what you guys sub for. 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2 Regina, 2 Bella. No, 1 Bella, 2 Celio. There we go. Alright. This is what you guys subscribe for. You subscribe for that good stuff. Alright. So that's pretty much it. That is all of my main and my extra deck. So, yeah. What I was saying earlier in the video was that due to tariffs, singles are expensive. I'm not really looking into buying boxes. If I buy another structure deck or two, there's only maybe one, like maybe some that I might consider from the OCG for Rush Duel. Because I want to do a Rush Duel video and tell you guys how I really feel about Rush Duel. Which is good things. There's good and there's positive in it. I will say that. And it's nothing really negative about Rush Duel because Rush Duel honestly still keeps itself afloat. I think Rush Duel, honestly, the biggest critique is that it should be in English because there is an English dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel and Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, but there is no English cards for Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel at all. It's literally been 5 years since Rush Duel happened in the TCG. I mean the OCG, and then I think only 4 years now since the dub. So I still don't understand why we don't have anything that circumvents it, but Konami. So I'm not gonna precipice through it. Just give you guys a quick glimpse of everything. I'm running the three Harpie lady, because Vanilla Monster. I'm running the 3 copies of Harpie Lady 3 because she's the only numbered Harpie Lady that hasn't been affected by the list. 1 Harpie Lady 2, because she's limited to 1. She's the one that deals with tagging and she's not going to be affected by the traps. Harpie Lady 1 gives the 300 attack to all wind monsters. Harpie Lady Pet Master selects a monster. When you have 3 or more on the field that are Harpie Lady, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls. Then we have Harpie Lady Sisters. Retrieves 2 wind monsters in your wind these monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck. Selects a wind monster in your field and gives it. Selects one Wingiby's monster in your field and gives it 500 attack. I think it's Wingiby's monster. Sorry, I should know this, but you know I really haven't been playing my Rush Duel stuff. I've been playing a lot of Sonic lately. Then I have I have the 2 Regina. Send one card. Have a Winged Beast on your field. Send a card from your hand to the grave, and then draw 1 card. And then I believe you have a normal monster. You get to add a Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters from your graveyard back into your hand. Celia works with Harpie's Feather Tempest. You return a Harpie Lady Sisters on your field back to your hand. You send top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. And then you can add 1 Harpie's Feather Tempest from your graveyard back into your hand. So she recycles the Feather Tempest. Harpie Kara allows you to retrieve Harpie's full dress and set it on the field. Harpie Bella, since this one's a level 2 or lower, Wingiby's monster from your graveyard to the field. Basically, she gets Carla, then Carla triggers her ability to search for to set that Harpie's full dress. And then Tempest, although yes, Prisma is the better option. I don't have any Prisma, so Tempest. Ryza, not Tempest. Jesus, I am so sorry. I called this Tempest. No, Ryza is here because Ryza. Still one of the best mono. Caius is still better than Ryza. I mean, of course, because it's always going to be Ryza and Caius at the top. Let's just be real. I mean, other Monarchs aren't bad. It's just removal is just better because Mobius would be in that same sense too. I love me some Mobius. Mobius is really cool. Mobius, Ryza, Caius are my favorite Monarchs, honestly. But yeah, these are the monsters that I'm using in the deck. Overall, there's really no need for any big changes outside of that. Then we're going to move the monsters to the side because now I'm going to focus on the spells and traps. Sorry, this is going to take a minute. This a lot of music is in the background for the ambiance. Alright, for the cell cards, the full dress, best equipped so for them, 800 attack, 400 defense, piercing damage. Elegant Egotist, such as some of your Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters from the graveyard to help you swarm the board and go into your fusions. Triangle Ecstasy Sword to power up your Harpie Lady and Sisters and your Wind monsters by 600 points. Your opponent can't activate traps until the end of the turn and negates traps. A Cell World, have a monster with 1800 more attack on the board. Draw a card. I think it's send a win card from your hand to the graveyard to draw a card. If you have the 1800 or more attack monster on the field, draw an additional card. So it's just some, discard draw power. Ghost Cyclone, back row removal. Draw one if you have 3 or less monsters in the grave. The Ever Faithful Graceful Charity. It could be Pot of Greed, it could be Regeki, it could be Dark Hole. But this deck has a decent stand-up to a lot of archetypes. So I like the Graceful Charity for the draw. For the trap card, Splendid Rose. The Splendid Slash and Splendid Rose. That's the Kisa's card. The Splendid Slash for removal. Helps you get back your monsters as well. Harpie's Feather Tempest to stop the summons and get rid of the monster that was summoned. Very mediocre though, because it's like it's the normal summons and not the specials. It is what it is. Hysteric Party, just more summons, and then Igris Attack for spot removal. And that's literally it for all my cells and trap cards. And then now we just go into the extra deck. And the extra deck itself, just another thing that hasn't been changed because we haven't got any new extra deck monsters for Harpie. And I am still waiting on those because I will say this now. Bella, Sonora, Harpie Girl do not have fusion monsters. And there's no triple fusion, duo fusion combo for Harpie Ladies 1 and 2. Which we don't know when we're ever going to get those. Harpie Lady Sisters is one of the sets of 3s that I still run. She's Harpie Lady Sisters on the field in the graveyard. She has the second highest attack out of the Harpie monsters in the extra deck. Because, of course, Harpie Ladies 1, 2, 3 has the highest. And just a retaining useful monster that can be easily made. Harpie Ladies Feather Duster, spot removal for spells and traps. Harpie Ladies 2 and 3, make sure that your monsters cannot have no interruptions when they are normal or special. 3 and 1, just a stun card, but gets used because she's Harpie Lady. Then Harpie Lady 1, 2, and 3, multiple attacks on monsters, equipped with that Harpie's full dress, and usually becomes a walking damage stick. Harpie Regina is removal as well, but you need the Splendid Slash in the graveyard for the removal effect. Harpie Celio and her light skirt, just another retrieval card. Not too bad though, because it's a good retrieval for your Harpie Lady Sisters. And then Harpie Kara is just attack debuff by 1500. So she's kind of just more so here just for namesake, but really just the monsters overall are just not bad. They're really good. They get to the point, and that's what I like about them. So, although, like I said, if we had the additional fusion monsters for the rest of the Harpies that don't have a fusion monster, this would definitely fit in to fix a lot of, if not some of the game's mechanics. And I honestly would like to see more stuff in 2026 with this, because this has been a good year for Harpies. In Rush Duel, can't say so much for TCG OCG, but for Rush Duel, they're doing exceptionally well. Despite the major hits on the Forbidden Limited list, I think everything else is still working out perfectly fine. Now, I did mention, if I haven't mentioned it, earlier in the video, I want to talk to you guys about particularly a YouTube channel that I follow that does Rush Duel content. JJ Asuka is their name. I'll leave a link to their channel in the description box so you guys can check them out. They do Rush Duel content. They do Rush Duel decks. They definitely play a lot of Rush Duel. While I don't have a really good standing ovation to get Rush Duel stuff and Rush Duel support, I definitely would suggest that channel to you guys to go focus on Rush Duel content. They have an amazing array of content to watch. So if you're interested in some of the newer stuff coming in Rush Duel, go watch them. As far as it goes for me, you probably won't see Rush Duel stuff maybe till February. Because maybe I'll use some of my tax money to go pick up some cards online. Because right now, I'll be very honest with you, it has been very difficult to get cards for Rush Duel because of the tariffs. Um, there are a couple of Rush Duel decks that I do want to, play or focus on. Like, I would love to play Hero, if that means it gets Prisma to me faster. I would love to play Cyber Dragon. I would love to play Dark Magician, because Dark Magician just got, like, the visual stuff for Magician of Black Chaos. There's a ton of really cool setup cards for Harpie and Dark Magician, because Ascidian Magician Knight, Dark Magician Girl, the Book of Black Magic is really good. Or is it the Curse of Dark Magic? It's a spell that summons the monsters from the graveyard, and it works really well with Harpie. Just as like some standalone additional monsters to play in the deck as well. So it's a lot of stuff. I highly recommend you watch the channel because there are decks and deck profiles for everything. And I have just other content that I'll be messing around with, but just not at the moment. So please understand that if that's something that you're waiting for, please give me some time because I have so many other things that I want to do right now. I just want to focus on those, and I'll get back to like my regular scheduled programming sooner or later. But thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel as that helps out tremendously. Hit the notification bell to be informed of when I upload more of my content to the channel. My socials are in the description box below, and I will catch you all next time. HPJ signing out. Take care.